This is one I'm so excited about. Ray Bradbury's Something Wicked, This Way Comes. I was just looking for this online to see if, on Roku, to see if it was available on any streaming platform. And it cost a lot of money to stream it. Well, we're very frugal. I was going to say cheap, but no, we're just very frugal. And so I don't like paying for anything. You know that, other than our passions. So finding this is so exciting. We are absolutely 100% for sure keeping this. Frugal friends, welcome back. We are so glad to be with you today, going through some of the fabulous picks from this weekend's dumpster dive. Reagan, my Pookie Bear, and I were hitting up retail all over the place, including, why did I just totally blank? A thrift store called Savers. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it's a big one out here. I hate to break the sad news to you, but yes, even thrift stores and donation centers have dumpsters and do throw away, I'd like to say on occasion, but it's actually fairly often, perfectly good things. They have a lot of volume, a lot of inventory, things coming in all the time, and not all of it sells, and not all of it can be used as donations, to less advantaged. And not all of it sells, and not all of it can be shipped off to benefit, disadvantaged people and less fortunate. And so, sadly, it does end up in the bins. And that's where we come in and get in there and try to save as much as we can. So, that's what we're looking at. But just a side note, what do you think of this headband of these really awesome little witch legs? Personally, I'm in love with it. This is from our Zurchers find that we'll be looking at soon. And I think I'm going to keep this for Halloween because it just speaks to me. Not that I'm like a witch or anything. Well, sometimes. Anyway, I'm in love with it. Let's get in and see what we were able to salvage from the Savers thrift store dumpsters. So I'm working on getting all of it sorted, so we'll make it just a little quicker to go through because we do have mountains of stuff to go through. Let me show you what I've already gotten sorted. We have all of these mega blocks, construction things, similar to our Lego construction manuals. Whole bunch of these. I am going to have to check. Now this is the True Legends collection. I am going to have to look up, kind of their resale and that kind of thing. They're not in mint condition at all, but this one is in pretty good condition and these are in fair condition. So we'll be looking those up. If any of you are familiar with this particular product, please let us know in the the comments. Or if you are in love with Mega Blocks or Legos or building in general, we'd like to know because that's something that we'll all have in common. We've got, let me see, I'm trying to decide where do I want to go next because there's just so darn much. Let's go to these. So there are 3 of these Wildlife Explorer binders, and this is similar to the recipe cards that we have found and that I've discussed and we'll be looking at. This is another of those kind of situations where you join a club and they, mail these to you, different ones, until you have gotten the whole collection. This is going to take some research because I'm going to have to go through and see how complete these are, if any of them are complete, or if I can make a complete one, between the 3 of them. There are going to be some condition issues, obviously, but if I can make a complete one, I'd kind of like to keep it for us. We don't really have room for much, but we are going through our home library and passing on and selling some of our collection, so maybe we can make room for one of these for us. But that also is contingent on what kind of price I can get for them, because I do have our Seattle trip coming up next month. We're going to Yellowstone this weekend. We have a lot going on to, you know, pay for. And you know us, we like to pay cash for everything. So if these have a good resale value, then I'm definitely going to want to sell them. So that's going to take some work. So stay tuned for an update on that situation. But these are super cool. They are right up our alley, things that, you know, we would be interested in. Just, you know, each page is an informative, pretty detailed description of that animal, insect, or creature. So I'm excited to look through those. All right, we do have a lot of movies. Here's Tybo. I used to do Tybo back in the day. That's some good times. I'm going to look up the resale value on this. Like I've mentioned before, we do have a VCR TV combo down in Reagan's room that we can use. And we are going to be using it probably tomorrow tomorrow, it won't be tomorrow for you, tomorrow, Tuesday for us. You'll be seeing this Wednesday. So yesterday, we're doing our Disney $10 thrift store challenge. And we're going to be doing a Disney movie marathon along with it and testing out a bunch of these videos. So we'll be bringing the TV VCR combo upstairs to try those out. And we'll also try this out while we're at it just to test it. It might be fun to take that up again. I'm not sure if my knees can handle this anymore, but we'll give it a try. We've got Best Love Stories, a Golden Book video. This I remember having. I'm quite certain that my family had this some years ago. Not, you know, this family, but my family back in the day. It's the Warner Brothers Cartoons Golden Jubilee 24 karat collection. Yeah, it really looks familiar. I think we had this. We've got Ice Age. We've got An American Tale. This is a different one. This is The Treasure of Manhattan Island. I am not familiar with this, but I'm willing to give it a shot. I'm just leery of sequels beyond the original sequel. I loved the original sequel, Five O Goes West, but I don't know about that. We'll see. We have the Turner Family Showcase, Swan Princess. We have MGM Family, The Secret of Nim, Timmy to the Rescue. Again, another that I'm not familiar with. We've got some old classics. We've got The Great Mouse Detective, The Lion King, Pocahontas, 2 copies of Lady and the Tramp, Toy Story, the original, 2 copies of Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, and these are just the ones I've pulled out so far. Remember, we still have all of those. P.S. We're watching Jurassic Park, if you did not know. The first 3 Jurassic Park movies are all on Netflix now. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting, so we're super excited about that. Over here, we have got a brand new package of index cards, or recipe cards. And then there's these, and I'm really interested in these. I just haven't had a chance to look them up yet. It is the Better Homes and Gardens Microwave Cooking Card Library. And so there's time-saving techniques, tips, cooking techniques, microwave cookware, kids microwave cookware, etc., etc. A fun little collection. I do not know if this is a complete collection. I grabbed all that I saw there at the bins at the thrift store, but yeah, I will have to do a little bit of research on those. If you're familiar, please tell us. This is just a taste of, oh, look at that, of all of the recipe cards. They are strewn throughout those boxes, but we will gather them up. We will do some research, and we will see how complete of a collection we have salvaged. I did grab as many as I saw, but we don't know if the person who donated these had an entire, complete collection, or if all of it even was thrown into that bin that I salvaged or scavenged through. We'll find out. I don't know. This is a family favorites, really nicely bound cookbook made by a branch of, or a ward, that's what they call it, but essentially a branch of the Mormon or LDS church. That is a common thing that they will do in each of their congregations is everyone submits a recipe and they make a cookbook. This is one of the nicer ones I've ever seen. That is a really nice binder. We will look through and see if it is something that we are interested in keeping. Okay, let me scoot some of this stuff out of the way and we'll pull out the next box. All right, next we have several cassette tapes. We have the B-52s, The Police, Synchronicity, Styx, Paradise Gala Premiere, another Styx, and Fine Young Cannibals. Love them. Oh, I love them. All right, we have a Webster's Dictionary. We have Zane Grey, The Lost Wagon Train. We have The Prodigal Son. I will add this to that other collection of religious animation that we got from my neighbor's basement clean out, and we'll see if we can sell those in a lot. The 13th Floor, When a Stranger Calls Back, the Bear Cub Scout book, When a Stranger Calls, Fatal Error, House of Sand and Fog, The Crossing Guard, lots and lots of movies. Most of these we won't keep. They will go in a yard sale. Lynn Palm Hunt Seat Equitation, Exercises to Perfect the Rider's Equitation. We are still hoping to be able to ride horses as one of our adventures during this summer of fun, but we have yet to get that set up. Let's see. Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo. The Tailor of Panama. This is one I'm so excited about. Ray Bradbury's Something Wicked, This Way Comes. I was just looking for this online to see if, on Roku, to see if it was available on any streaming platform, and it cost a lot of money to stream it. Well, we're very frugal. I was going to say cheap, but no, we're just very frugal, and so I don't like paying for anything, that, other than our passions. So finding this is so exciting. We are absolutely 100% for sure keeping this one, so I'm going to set it over here. We have Pooh's Grand Adventure, which actually we just watched that on Netflix just the other day. We have, this will be fun. Well, not for the kids, but for me, Stephen King's Sleepwalkers. Many of you know I am a Stephen King fan. We have The Butterfly Effect. I enjoyed that movie. Here is the brand new, still sealed Maxwell 8mm. Oh, I had thought when I first grabbed it, I guess I didn't take a very close look, I had thought it was an audio cassette tape, but it's not. It's an 8mm film tape. We'll have to see what the resale value is. There were several empty DVD cases, and I thought I didn't grab any, but apparently I did. None of them had the DVDs. There was a pile of DVDs in the bin, but I did not grab them. I looked at them. They were all scratched pretty bad. And so I'm thinking, I don't know, did they just like dump out all the DVDs from the cases? That'd be kind of weird. But anyway, since I did grab it, I might nab the cover, pull that out, that the animation and the art, and maybe use that for something. But I definitely don't need that. We have The Rescuers. There is a fabulous Disney classic. We have Tom and Jerry, Whiskers Away. This fun little board book, Bright Baby Words, Palabras. So it's, that's fantastic. It is an English-Spanish translation. My kids have been interested in learning Spanish. Many of you know I am half Mexican, and this would really be fun because we have been talking about taking a family trip in the next couple years down to Guadalajara, where my daddy, may he rest in peace, was born and grew up, and I still have a lot of family down there. That might be helpful. I think we're going to hold on to that. This is Cracking Your Ship Up, Volume 2, live from San Blas. Behold Jerome. San Blas, that is mentioned a lot in the music of Mana. Anyway, okay, we have Chemicrazy. Let's see. I am not at all familiar with this. That Petrol Emotion, never heard of it, but I like the artwork. All right, these, and I'm sad that some of them are bent up, but we'll do what we can do. These are the recipe cards that I was talking about. So we're gonna look all these up, and this is gonna require some research, but I will see what the resale value is on these. But if you ever find these recipe cards, please grab them, all right? I'm not saying like if you have to pay for them unless it's super duper cheap, like at a yard sale or a thrift store. But if you see them in a bin or you're helping clean out a house or a basement, whatever, grab them. They do have value. I highly recommend it. Okay, on to this pile. We have The Fox and the Hound. This is going to be a fabulous Disney marathon. We have The Prince of Egypt. Another The Fox and the Hound. It's the different cover though. This is the gold collection and this is the classic. So we'll look those up. That is the other thing I've mentioned before. Certain VHS videos, you have to do your homework, but certain VHS videos have a strong collectible value. So definitely look them up. We have the Muppet movie. That is good times. Let's see, Suspicion, starring Cary Grant and Joan Fontaine, but Cary Grant. Yes. We have Saving Silverman, Universal Soldier: The Return, Tarzan, Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella, Thumbelina, another Sleeping Beauty, Little Rascals. This is 3. Oh, I'm missing volume 1. And do you know, I bet it was in there. Oh, but I had grabbed so many handfuls. And remember, we were in Orem where they have a no dumpster diving ordinance. And so I was hurrying and there was already all these mountains of things. And we heard voices, real voices, people around us. And I'm almost certain that number 1 was in those bins. Dang it. Well, we'll see if there is any resale value for those. We have another board book, Dada by Jimmy Fallon. We have, this is an older one. This is a Golden Telltale book, The Three Little Pigs. The condition is rough, which is unfortunate. It's pretty bad. That's really too bad because some of these are quite valuable, but the artwork in here can be used for decoupage. This is even past my ability to repair, even for making it readable, because some of the pages are just torn in half and missing. That is unfortunate. All right, we have this one I'm super excited about. One of my favorite, absolutely favorite all-time movies is The Witches. Did you hear Olivia just gasp? Yeah, we love the movie The Witches. We watch it every Halloween. It is amazing. Here we have the book. Yes, Roald Dahl. I don't know if I've told you guys, he is one of my absolute favorites. I love him. I love his work. So there you go, The Witches. We'll be holding on to that one. This is The Adventures of Cubert. This is an older one. It is in a little bit rough condition, but we're going to look it up and we're going to see what the value is on this guy, because some of these older fun books with the, the fun graphics can be collectible. So definitely look them up before just tossing or recycling them. And please don't just toss them. This is the one. Look at this Reagan, this wacko. This is the one I mentioned to him, but it was buried in all this, so we had to wait to get it out. We are super excited. This is the Lego Star Wars Character Encyclopedia. It is awesome. It has each of the characters with a whole bunch of stuff about them. I mean, oh my goodness. It's not Willy Wonka. That's Alice in Wonderland. And it's just the case, honey. It's just the case. But we're going to take the cover out and use it. All right, Reagan's going crazy here. So let me just show you the... Reagan, stop. Show you how awesome this is. You guys know we are Lego freak fanatics. We love them. So that was a super awesome find that we will be keeping. All right. Finally, a couple of purses. I will look through them. I highly doubt there will be anything in them, especially at this point where they've been through the whole thrift store process and we're in the thrift store bins. That is what I have got from the thrift store. We still have mountains of things to go through from this weekend's picks, so please come on back. We will be digging into those. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for loving what we do and loving us and motivating and encouraging us. We just sure appreciate you guys. And Frugal friends, we'll see you soon. Great news! I found the other one. I did grab it. I have volumes 1 through 4. And we're watching Jurassic Park! And life is awesome! Oh, man! And now we're doing all this stuff, and you guys are wonderful, and dang it, we love you. Thanks for being part of the Frugal family of friends, you guys. Have a great day.